So one, don't have my glasses on, so I can't see, at least not that well. You're blurry, but whatever. I wanted to do like a get ready with me, but not so serious because let's be real. I've got a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old and a husband and a full-time job, and I volunteer. So I've got a lot of things going on. I don't have a formal get ready with me. In the morning, I literally wake up, take a shower, put face oil on, and then like get dressed and lotion, and then I'm outdoor. But at night, I've been very good about keeping like a nighttime routine. So obviously I take my shower, then I get out and I put lotion on, and I get like all my, well, I'm gonna say, if not all, most of my products from Get the Butters. It's like a local Black owned queer autistic owner, and he's the best. I call him Jerome. Oh, his name is Jerome, but like I call him Jerome, like we BFFs, and I've never met this person at all in my entire life. I just obviously buy his stuff. It's really good. So tonight I put on how do you say this? Satsuma? Guava? I don't know. He does like all of his own like labels and stuff, and I think it's cute, but it smells good. I really wish you guys could smell it, but obviously I lather my body up in it. As you can see, there's like barely anything in there, but good thing I have more. And then obviously I go through my face routine. I get anti-aging toner from him, as well as the retinol serum. It's like a spray. And then I also get the anti-aging face oil. So this is what I use in the morning. I typically only use the toner and the retinol at night. I don't know if I'm supposed to do that, but whatever. He's also got like tummy butters. It's like for like stretch marks, in terms of like lessening. I'm not going to say they erase them. I'm not going to make that bold of a statement because I don't want anybody mad at him. Like, oh, I got this because you said it was going to erase my stretch marks and it didn't. But it definitely lightens them. I've got obviously stretch marks all over my body. And I definitely feel like they're not as noticeable. He also has this PMS Rescue. So that's been great because it is that time of the month and your girl cramps really bad, but I feel like that really works. It's got shea butter, vitamin E, coconut oil, evening primrose, olive oil, palm oil, aloe vera, grapeseed oil, clary sage, Epsom salt, and lemongrass. But I love his products because they're all vegan, all natural, and obviously made in Michigan, Black, gay, autistic owned. So gotta love it, gotta support my peeps. And I was gonna say, what else does he have? Oh yeah, he has anti-itch scalp oil, which is great. I love it. I have a very dry scalp, especially in the winter. He also has hair oil, long and soft. I use his shampoo, his weightless shampoo. I also use his leave-in conditioner, and all of that. So I'm not washing my hair today or tonight, whatever. I just got out the shower, but I did want to get on here because like I'm reading a book, and let me see. Okay, so I've just been rambling for 5 minutes. It's not a sponsored video. Not that I'm like monetized or anything, but I do just want to throw that out there. Jerome has no idea that I'm talking about his products. Not that it's a problem. I mean, like, they're honest reviews. But he's not paying me to do this. My channel is not big enough for all that. But I started reading last night Spin by Lamar. Giles. I'll be honest, I don't know how to say his last name. I feel like it should be Giles, but I could be wrong. I've never read a feature-length book. Is that or a full-length book from him. I do believe I've read some of his work in like an anthology series that I read. And I mean, obviously I enjoyed it, but I'm reading Spin. Basically, a rough synopsis is that DJ Parsec, whose real name is Paris Secord, she is found murdered on top of her turntables, and the two people that find her are her childhood best friend Kaya, and then like her super fan groupie Fuse, whose real name is Fatima. And recently Fatima, aka Fuse, and Kaya, they both had a falling out with Paris, aka DJ Parsec. So they're not on speaking terms, and they're the ones that find the body. So clearly, obviously, the cops are definitely going to think that they are responsible. Neither girl is responsible. So Paris has these crazy fans called like the Dark Nation, and they're like uber obsessed with her. So they basically rope Kaya and Fuse into trying to investigate who murdered Paris, because of course they don't think that the cops are taking her murder seriously, because there's no leads and they've kind of stalled out when it comes to progress on the case. So of course, you know, these two girls, Kaya and Fuse, who weren't on speaking terms with Paris when she died, and also don't like each other for their own respective reasons, team up. So I'm like 72% into this book right now, and I don't know. There's like this character Winston, and he's just like sketch. Like, I don't know. I'm just gonna say it because I don't know the ending of the book. I've never read this book, so spoiler alert, possibly, potentially, I don't know. Winston is like a reporter, and he's like, the way the book is set, it's told from 3 point of view. So it's Kaya and Fatima in like current real time, I guess you would say. And then DJ Parsec, aka Paris, she has her own chapters, but they're told in like flashbacks. So like, I think her first point of view is told like 24 months ago, and then like 18 months ago, and like it's kind of like that. So like in Paris's parts, she keeps like having, like, she's bringing up conversations that she has with Winston, and she's like, not that he's giving me like creeper, like pedo vibes, but like, I don't know, he's off. So I don't know if it's really Paris's dad, because her dad's not in the picture. So I don't know if it's her dad. I don't know if he's the killer. I feel like, I don't know, like, maybe he is the killer, but I don't know for sure. And then like little Redo, I think that's his name. Or whatever. It's like some rapper or whatever that was on Paris's like first track that got like really popular. He is also sketch, and like at this point, because like I said, I'm like 72% into the audiobook, the girls, Kaya and Fuse, they like definitely think like, you know, maybe he's responsible, like, but they just want to get to know him more and ask him questions. I don't think he is the killer. I feel like he's the red herring, because I feel like it would be too obvious. Like, he was on the track that got her popular. Okay. And then like she basically didn't really want to work with him anymore because he's not that good of an artist. So like I feel like it would be too obvious if he like got upset that she didn't want to make music with him anymore and he killed her. Like, okay, like that, I just think that would be too obvious. And so I feel like Winston, I don't know, he's just around too much. Like, obviously he was doing this like interview with, you know, DJ Parsec, aka Paris. And then he's also been trying to like, oh, I gotta finish the piece. So he's been reaching out to Kaya and Fatima. And they've been talking to him, but it's just like, but also like in the flashbacks, like it seems like Paris, or I should say, it seems like Paris was dealing with a lot. However, she wasn't really as open as she could have been with her friends, and that tended to like make her like lash out at like Kaya in particular. And so like low-key Paris is just unlikable. So it's kind of like, it's not like a nice person got murdered, if that makes sense. Like, no one should get murdered. Duh. I'm just gonna, that's a blanket statement. No one should get murdered. However, I feel like she made some enemies. So in reality, like, it's not just little Redo or whatever the hell his name is that is the only person that had it out for her, if that makes sense. So it's just like, I don't know. Like, I just don't really know how I feel. I don't know. Winston gives me creep vibes, and not, I just like he's very much like, at this point in the book, like from Paris's flashbacks, he very much seems like he is like a father-ish figure for her, and like a sounding board, which I think is great, and I think she needed that person. But also, like, I definitely feel like he's just sketch, and I just don't know how I feel about it. But yeah, but that's it. I'm going to listen to the rest of the audiobook. I was gonna say, my skin feels so good. I love this stuff. But yeah, I'm just gonna, I don't know, it's late. I don't even know what time it is, but it's late, so I think I should probably go to bed. But let's be real, I'm gonna stay up and read the rest of this book. So maybe I'll finish this video like tomorrow, maybe just go from there. But yeah, but. So I finished Spin by Lamar, Giles, and not my favorite, not my worst book. And I only say it's not my favorite, like I gave it 4.5 stars, so clearly I liked it. But Kaya and Fuse were working my nerve. And I kept having to remind myself this is YA. So like me at my big 30-year-old self age, like I cannot be getting mad at like high schoolers for making what I believe are dumb mistakes. So literally I knocked a half a star off because they were annoying. And that's childish of me to do that, but whatever, that's where we're at. But no, honestly, you know, it was really good. Like, all jokes aside, like, it was good. Spoiler alert, I was right about Winston. He was sketch McSketch, like, so, you know, it's one of those things. But, you know, like, this is what my life of watching Forensic Files and Unsolved Mysteries has prepared me for. I can spot the killer pretty quickly most of the time, in a book at least. So, but yeah, it was really good. I really enjoyed the book. I thought the pacing was great. Like, sometimes you read sometimes you read books and the endings are really rushed, but I do feel like this was paced well. Even after they like wrapped up the case and the bad guy went away, it wasn't just like, yeah, and then we rode off into the sunset. It was very much like realistic. Like, sometimes the justice system works, but sometimes people don't get the sentences that they deserve, even though they have done a crime that is heinous, because that's life. So I do think that was realistic. I am excited to read more from Lamar Giles. He has a book called Ruin Road, if I'm not mistaken. I believe that's what it's called. So I am most likely going to read that soon. And by soon, probably this upcoming week, if I can get it from the library. And yeah, I'm really excited to read more. I believe he also is the author of The Getaway. So that's been on my TBR for a while. And by a while, I mean, I saw it like 2 months ago and put it on there. So for me, it's basically been on my TBR for an eternity. So I'm really excited to really excited to read that book, and everything else that he's got. I don't know, I'm kind of like in a purple cover mood, like a purple book cover mood. So like, I don't know, purple's my favorite color. It's my birth month. So I think I don't know, I think I'm going to try to read like all the purple cover books that I can get my hands on that are either on my TBR or that like I own, and kind of just going from there. But yeah, and then like, I don't know if you can see, but like, my curls are popping. I had wash day earlier today, and I used Jerome's products, and yeah, like, I didn't do anything other than I washed it, and then I put leave-in conditioner in it and like detangled my hair, and that was it. I just let it air dry. So, but I think it looks cute. It's like, some of these curls are just like look at that. Oh, bounces right back. Anyway, my bun is lopsided, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, but that was it. Like I said, I like the book. If you haven't read it, I would encourage you to do so. And just keep in mind that it's a young adult novel, so you might have to woo-saw, because Kaya Infused was putting me through it. I was just like, what are you doing? Like, but yeah, let me reel it in. They are children. So yeah.